Yo, what's good? So, in the underground, there are a lot of genres, like tons of subgenres. It's almost a joke how many subgenres there are in the underground. Like, bro, seriously. But, over the years, there have been many, many, many others. And, usually every subgenre has like this pinnacle or like this peak. And then there's like this bubble and then it goes away. And then there's like one or two artists that kind of have their things. Sometimes they break into the mainstream and then it just dies, and there have been a ton. However, or they don't die, it just gets like gentrified. Like I think like funk or something got gentrified, but I was never like a big funk fan. But in this video, I'm gonna go over some underground subgenres like I really miss. And the first one I'm gonna talk about is emo rap. So back in the day, emo rap was like the most coveted subgenre in the underground. I mean, nowadays subgenres are like a little crazy. Like people will just pretend something's like a subgenre. For example, think lunchbox and new jazz. But emo rap was a genre, really, if you think about it, because there were artists who were specifically making emo rap. And I'm not gonna go over what you classify as emo rap. There are like Black Cray fans, and then there are fans of like more like sad emo rappers, like sad boy music. And I'm gonna put them all into one box here, and I'm gonna piss some people off, but that's what I mean. But anyways, back in the day, of course, they're like the mainstream underground emo rappers, like, think of Lil Peep, Lil Tracy, Goth Boy Click, Trippie Redd, XXXTentacion. At one point these guys were underground. Or I don't know when XXXTentacion was underground, he wasn't making emo music, but emo rap. But, like Convo, what was his name? Something Fats. There were so many, I'm not gonna lie, I can't even like name them all. I don't know if you know this YouTuber Patrick CC. He used to kind of like cover the genre, and there were like so many. And back then, I don't even know why I liked emo rap so much. Like I was like in middle school, like 6th, 7th grade. I don't know why I was listening to so much like Lil Peep and all those other emo rappers. I just was like, I guess I always just liked more emotional music for some reason. But back then it was just different, Number one, SoundCloud was less saturated. I remember people were saying it was saturated back then. People say that today too, but back then it wasn't really that saturated. You could just hit your recommended and you would find like new artists. You know what I mean? It was crazy. But emo rap was just different because it was like more real. I feel like nowadays, it's more, I'm in my room making a song and it's just like, it's cool, but it just doesn't feel as raw, if that makes sense. I'd say the closest thing to like emo rap now, or that was closest to emo rap, was like the hyper pop kind of movement. That was pretty organic because it was like during quarantine, everyone was on Discord or whatever, just doing their thing. But like emo rap was just bad. And by the way, trust me when I say nobody misses that. Like no one misses hyper pop. Like we don't need another Glaive. No diss to Glaive or anything. He's cool. I like him. But emo rap back then, it was like they were all really like living that, like, Goth Money, GBC, like they were these were in-person clicks. Did you guys just hear that text message I got? But anyways, these people were like in person, really living this. Like they were doing the drugs that they rap about. I'm recording a video, bro. Stop texting me. Okay. They were really like the embodiment of their music. I feel like that's something very underrated in today's music. And when you see that these days, people are like, whoa, oh my God, it should really be a norm. But it was very cool. And, back then it was kind of like the bare minimum. And yeah, as time went on, stuff just got less and less organic. Obviously, it went mainstream. Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, technically emo rap, Lil Peep, of course. And after he passed, there was like this huge bubble of emo rap where everyone was trying to be an emo rapper. There were all these industry plants, and MGK kind of hopped on. Like all these people kind of took advantage of that whole like little wave, and it got like Ian Dior and whatnot. And it got so burnt to the point where it's just like, yeah, this is oh come on. And that was kind of the end of emo rap. And yeah, I miss it. The next genre is old plug-in B. All right, like there's a lot of good plug-in B that's out now, like, but not as much, and it's not really the same. I don't know if it's just me or it's other people, but like old Summers and Autumn, however you feel about the artist, but like their old plug-in B was just crazy good. Like it was like the mixing, the beats they were hopping on, like, and I guess people could try and replicate it today, but they made a lot of music back then. It's not really like I'm gonna run out. I'm not complaining, but it's just like that sound was definitely like special, you know what I mean? Like sometimes people just make music that it's just like a different era and it can't really be repeated, which is something underrated about like just music in general. And what like Summers and Autumn, and you can even say Texaco, but he wasn't really making like plug-in B like that, especially Summers. Like you listen to some of his like 2018, his plug-in B run was crazy. Cannot lie. Like you listen to that, the flows, his voice, the emotion, it was crazy. Same thing with Autumn, you know, Autumn, like when he used to put those anime covers on his tapes, like bro, he had some good music. What's crazy is I actually haven't even listened to Autumn like that in a while. I might go back and listen to some. Yeah, I honestly forgot the tape I had in my mind. What was the name? Yeah, I just completely forgot the name, but it's like the song with Autumn, Texaco, and Summers, I believe. And that song is just, I don't know what it is. It's just the sound of that song just feels different. Oh, I think She the One. It was just like, I don't know, just that plug and be sound and that anime aesthetic together. I don't know what it was, but it was just like, it was fire, you know what I mean? Also, the other thing about Summers back then is he used to just hit different notes, and his cadence and flow was different. It was just like a completely different sound. Like his voice doesn't even sound the same. And yeah, it was pretty, they had like this, I don't know, the beats had like this cute bubbly sound. It was just nice, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know, they were just more, I won't say true and authentic. They just had like this, I'm really having trouble putting words to it. Sorry if I'm boring you. What I'm trying to say is that they had like this euphoric sound, and it sounded good. The mixing wasn't anything crazy, but like you really just gotta go listen to it, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I miss it. I do kind of miss it. And I will say this recently, because Plug and B was dead for a little bit, then it kind of came back, and now it's like kind of dead again. But there are a lot of artists, there's like a bunch of scenes into it. It's just that there isn't like, I feel like with every subgenre there's always got to be like a figurehead, and right now there isn't really a figurehead, because people like Lil Shine, Summers, and Autumn, and first of all, Summers and Autumn don't only just do Plug and B anymore. They've been versatile for a while, but like, you know, been like that for a minute. You could say Shine is, but you know, and Shine is a part of a group called VLM, and there are other people like, you know, Kinlery and whatever, but they're all in like a small scene. They're still coming up. It's like infancy, so you know, there's no like, okay, you think of that subgenre, you think of that person. It's just not there right now for Plug and B. The next genre I miss is scream rap. First of all, I actually do not miss it like crazy, because there's certain scream rappers that I could just never get into. Like it's like, oh my god, dude, stop. Oh, my ears. Oh, my ears. I'm hearing my ears. If you think that like stuff where like it's like nails on a chalkboard, just saying that makes me like a little bit, you know. But certain scream rap was not. What I'm talking about is like Look Up by Ski Mask and X, produced by Willie G. I remember like when that came out, I think I was in like 6th grade. I or something. I remember I like listening to that on SoundCloud was crazy. Like those songs were like that type of like the members only, not even members only, really just like X, and I don't know, maybe like Zilla Kami a little bit, but mostly like X. I'm not gonna lie, like that was my favorite. And I just mean as underground stuff. I know like nowadays like a lot of that is starting to be put on streaming platforms, but like it was also called like aggressive rap. I don't know if you guys know Ghostman and I can't say it, but Something Boys, like they were big. Like Something Boys, I actually used to listen to them quite a bit, but you know, they were hard. Ski Mask, he never like went too far with the whole scream rap thing. It was mostly X, but like I really messed with it back then. I don't even know, like today there are still scream rap, because like X became so big that like his clones got clones. I'm not gonna say any names, but you know, scream rap is definitely still like, it's still a thing that people mess with, but it's just like you won't really it's just not like my thing. It's just like no, I'm not, not my, I can't get into this like music. I'm not. That was really it, and that's kind of like what it's probably always gonna be to me, you know. And they're definitely like scream, like I don't know if you guys know, what's his name, Baby Kia. He's kind of, I guess he's technically like scream rap, you could call him that, but and like I mess with that and like what people are doing. But scream rap, it was more like, I don't know, it was like trap metal almost. Like they would hop on those types of beats. It's not like what people think of now and like the Atlanta like demon crash out music, whatever that scene is. But anyways, enough of that. The final genre or subgenre I miss is like that bubbly trap sound that was in the underground from like 2018 to 2019, but even from like 2016 to 2017. And if you don't know what I'm talking about Hella Sketchy, Lil Winter, who's also Ginseng, Lil 4, Lil Paycheck, July, Kevin Kazi. I don't know if you know who Marcelo is, Wi-Fi. They were like this scene. I'm not gonna speak too much about it. And Kevin Kazi wasn't really like into like the whole bubbly rap stuff. And there was also a guy named Justin Shiro, yeah, I think that was his name. Yeah, I mean, they have a ton of music. go look up like Lil Winter or like Ella Sketchy, Lil Winter, Dream Team, and they just had like this cool bubbly sound. All they would rap about is like flexing and stuff, and it was cool music. I just liked it. It was just like fun to listen to. There's another one I'm gonna kind of add as like a little like extra bonus, and I would say old plugs. So I don't know, like D Savage, Wyland, when you drop on like plug and those type. That sound is just like, it's not only is it nostalgic for me because it was so long ago, but also like people aren't really doing it like them. Like, back then it was super simple, it had cool flow, like everything felt like, you know, the music, what the beats were mixed super nice. And by the way, I said like Wyland, D Savage is old plug. Like I'm not even gonna go into all the whole artists, I'm just naming a couple, but you know, like just old plug in general, like the beats, everything was just so fire. Like Stupid Zool and Mexico Dro, all you know, like real plug music, just hard, bro. Corey Lingo, I don't know if you guys know who Gosudo is. He was a producer that passed away. Super talented. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like some plug is still a thing and it's doing fine, but man, that was when it was in its prime, and I don't think it's ever come close to that since then. So I do miss that. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day. Have a great night. I know I didn't upload for a while, but you know, we're getting back into the swing of things, and it won't happen again, guys, you know. Anyways, take care. Bye. Have a nice day. Bye.